Somewhere along the way, you stopped asking yourself a simple question. Is this life mine, or am I just renting it? Most people never choose their life. They inherit it, one small compromise at a time, until one day they wake up and realize the whole thing was built by accident, not by design, not by choice, by accident. You tell yourself you're being patient, but patience and avoidance can look identical from the outside. The only difference is what's happening inside you. And deep down, you already know which one it is. Here's the truth. Nobody wants to say out loud, comfort doesn't feel like danger. It feels like safety. That's exactly why it's so effective at stealing your life. A threat you can see, you fight. A threat that feels like a warm bed, you stay in. Until the years are gone and you can't remember when you stopped trying. Ask yourself honestly, if a stranger watched your last 30 days on repeat, would they say this is someone chasing a dream or someone managing a routine? We spend so much energy protecting an image, what people will think, what they'll say, how they'll judge the decision. But here's what almost no one tells you until it's too late. People are not thinking about you nearly as much as you imagine. They're consumed by their own doubts, their own unfinished business. The audience you're performing for barely exists. So who exactly are you shrinking yourself for? Growth always feels like loss before it feels like freedom. You will lose relationships that were only built on your smallness. You will lose routines that were only comfortable because they asked nothing of you. And for a while, that will feel like failure. It isn't. It's the sound of an old version of you finally being put down. The hardest part is rarely the decision itself. It's the waiting room before it, the space where you already know what you have to do. But you keep negotiating with yourself for one more day, one more excuse, one more when things settle down. Things don't settle down. Life doesn't wait for a convenient entrance. Discipline gets a bad reputation, like it's the opposite of freedom. It's the opposite of nothing. Discipline is what freedom looks like when it's still under construction. Motivation is a spark. It shows up, it disappears. It was never meant to carry you the whole way. What carries you is the decision to act on the days the spark doesn't show up at all. You don't need to feel ready. Readiness is not a feeling that arrives before action. It's a byproduct that shows up after you've already started. Think about time for a second. Really, think about it. It's the only resource on earth you cannot earn back. You can lose money and make more. You can lose an opportunity and find another. But every hour you spend performing a life you didn't choose is an hour you will never see again, no matter what you achieve afterward. And yet, we spend it like it's unlimited. We hand it to distractions, to people who drain us, to routines we've never questioned, to versions of ourselves we outgrew years ago. So here is the only real question that matters. What would you build if you stopped asking for permission? Not permission from your family, not permission from your fear, not permission from the voice that keeps telling you to wait for a safer moment that will never arrive. You don't need a perfect plan today. You need one honest decision. The first one you've made in a while that isn't about staying comfortable, but about staying true. Because 10 years from now, you won't remember the days you played it safe. You'll remember the one day you didn't. Make it today.